Oh man, how good is this? This is better than I thought it was going to be. Turned out to be a bit of a shit house afternoon, really. It's rained on and off. Up there, that small tree is where we're going. That's going to be dinner location. Food always tastes better with a view. Oh, this absolutely stinks. All right, there we go. Perfect example. Shit we don't want. Right species, wrong size. Man, this is unbelievably beautiful. And I can actually say it's better than my expectations when I was here just after lunch. G'day, Play Legends. This is going to be an absolute mission for you and for me because everything we're exploring on today's video is uncharted territory. I've got no idea where we're going, what we're doing, or what we're going to see, which is pretty bloody exciting. But right now, I'm at Halley's Beach. This is on the Cape Bower loop track just outside of Streaky Bay. So we're going to go here, look at some epic cliff faces up ahead of me and head back into Streaky Bay and then continue on to the Westall Loop. I'm not sure if that's included in this Cape Bower loop track, got no idea. It's about 40 Ks. Looks like epic beaches like just behind me, crazy cliff faces, beautiful swell crashing in. And today is the worst, I'm going to say that loosely, the worst weather conditions possible because it's still quite warm. Even though we're wearing a jumper, it's quite early, it's overcast. The next couple of days are meant to be, I'm not going to jinx it, but say very good at this stage. Hardly any wind, like today, big swells, and quite warm temperatures. I reckon that is the recipe for perfect discovery of new adventures for you and I cannot wait. I'm going to head up now into this Halley's Beach and have a bit of a gander around, and we're going to look at a beautiful cliff face with hopefully a whistling rock and a blowhole. I'm bloody keen, boys. Man, look at all that salt spray. There's so much. Be great for the van. All right, there we have it, Halley's Beach. I should start rating these beaches, I reckon. I'd probably give that 5.5, nah, 6, because you can't swim in it. It'd be dangerous to swim, and fishing's quite limited, but the sand is absolutely beautiful, and the stretch of coastline's massive, so I'll go 6. If you watched last week's video, which I highly recommend you do, I'd give that almost an 8.5. Epic swimming, incredible place to camp. Where here you can't camp too. That's a big factor for me. Fishing was down that one, so I'd probably give that an 8, 8.5. That was unbelievable. And that's great to show you. There's going to be some incredible beaches to come along. Will any of them hit a 10? That's what I want to know. Have you got any beaches on the Eyre Peninsula that will hit a 10? Let me know in the comments below. But now, get in the van, and I think it's like less than a kilometre to the blowhole and whistling rock, which looks pretty cool from here. So let's jump in the van and get cruising. So this is the blowhole, which you might have just picked up on audio. I was recording before and it was a little bit hard to pick up on audio to see how sort of strong it would be. I got a bit fooled because I thought it was actually in that bit of structure in the water there. But it's right in front of me here. I can hear it quite loud right now. Not sure how well this mic can pick that up, but pretty cool. I'm not sure about you, but I could sit here all day at a place like this and just watch the swell get bigger and bigger and bigger. But I can already see the coastline we want to go to. It looks beautiful. There's one point over there that looks absolutely massive, and I've got no idea what it is. That's the great thing about exploring a new place. You've got no idea what's ahead of you. But now I want to head to Whistling Rock, so I assume it'd be that, but a little bit better. So let's go have a look. Whistling rocks that aren't so whistling today. But this scenery is beautiful. Exactly what I expected from the Eyre Peninsula. Epic scenery, waves crashing in, and no whistling rocks. Rightio, that was really cool. And once again, sat there for way too long looking at waves crash into rocks. But I reckon it's my hidden secret to be able to sit there for such a long time and just watch waves crash in. It's unbelievable. But now the weather's come to a bit of a turn. There's meant to be a little bit of rain come this afternoon. So I think now it's just gone 12 o'clock. I'm gonna head back into Streaky Bay. You have to go past that way anyway. Pick up a few things that I forgot from Foodland, grab a coffee, and then I'm gonna start cruising out to Westall Loop track around there, which goes out to that Shoal Bay in that area. It looks insane. For anything this to go by, I'm keen. Right, coffee time, let's go. The Westall Way loop track is underway for exploration. We are right now at the Granites, and I've pretty much called today a write-off day. This morning, exploring Cape Bower Lookout, an incredible day trip from Streaky Bay, but headed back in, got the coffee, walked on the jetty, spoke to heaps of people, had to get more fuel, food, because I realised heading south, the next big place to get food is in the ocean or at Port Lincoln or Cummins, which is a little bit inland. I don't really have a time frame whether I spend 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month getting from here to Port Lincoln, so I wanted to make sure I was fully stocked up. Now, a great hub, Streaky Bay. Incredible place, food, fuel, all that sort of stuff is there. Heading south, not a lot. Obviously, heading north, you've got Sejoona. But that Cape Bower loop track, easy day trip from Streaky Bay. This Westall Way you can use as a loop track also, but I like to be out in the guts. So I've booked Tractor Beach Campground, 20 bucks a night out here. It's got toilets, looks like it's got bins there as well. We are heading there right now, and it is right behind this massive cliff just over there. Now that massive cliff is the one that we were at before, saying, look at that headland, how big it is, that is it. And it's literally called Big Cliff or Cliff something. But tomorrow we're gonna explore all this. I think tonight, get some work done, go for a walk at sunset along the beach, and tomorrow, the day after, it gets better, and so does the scenery. This is cool, I cannot wait to get down there and explore. All those little rock pools down there, when it warms up, go for a swim, you'll be beauty. I cannot wait. The Westall Way is coming your way. So, turned out to be a bit of a shit house afternoon, really. It's rained on and off. That wind has really picked up from the southwest. But I figured out why it is called Tractor Beach Campground. When you come onto the beach, there's an old rusted out tractor, giving it the name Tractor Beach Campground. Go bloody figure. I'm down on the beach just before sunset, and the beach is absolutely shit house unless you walk up quite a bit further, and the campground is a bit so-so. You're probably thinking you're not selling it to me, Matt. I would still rather be out here in sort of the environment I want to be in, out in the sticks, out in the nature I want to be in. Streaky Bay is beautiful. It's more expensive, a lot more people around. Not that I don't like people, but I just love being out here, walking on the beach, just chilling out. And tomorrow morning is the big, big winner. Get up, don't have to sort of rush to get out of here half an hour and start exploring when everyone else is here. I can get up early, have something to eat, and I'm 5 minutes from my first location just behind me. Beautiful, massive cliffs. And secondly, some things to note about the campground. If you are here in a caravan, sites 1 to 8 is what you want. They're a lot bigger, definitely a lot flatter, but they are quite exposed to that southwesterly wind. But that is the Eyre Peninsula, really. If you are out here, anywhere, southwesterly wind, when it's 15 knots, it feels like 18, 20 knots. It's just a lot bloody windier on that coastline. It's just how it is. Sites 8 to 14, I'm in site 14, are a lot smaller and definitely hard to get flat. I am not very well parked at all tonight, but as I said, dinner, probably watch a movie tonight and chill out, get up early. Best conditions are first thing in the morning to at midday. So get up, start exploring them, and just keep cracking on. So do I recommend it? You can definitely stay in Streaky and come out and do a day trip to where we were this morning, Cape Bower, and then come out and do the Westall Loop. Or you can come out and get all your necessities before you come out here and do the loop and camp out here and just slow down and explore as much as possibly can. So I know tomorrow I can get up and do 9-10 hours of exploring tomorrow for my next camp going a little bit further south, and I've definitely got the best out of this location that I really want. But I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't really care what goes on from now on. I just want to wake up tomorrow morning, have a little bit less cloud, a little bit warmer. It is pretty cold right now. And start exploring, because I'm pretty keen from the little bit I've seen today. Very keen for this location. So I'll see you guys in the morning, and I guarantee it'll be a ripper. Good morning, rightio. So you can choose your friends in life, but you cannot choose the weather. I reckon the weather today is worse than what it is yesterday. I shouldn't say that because it's more overcast, but it's less windy. So I can always take less wind over shitty conditions. But the weather was forecast yesterday for today is pushed back till tomorrow. The days after that, the 4 or 5 days after that, are looking absolutely ripper. But now we're here. We're going to explore the Westaway Loop, and I'm absolutely frothing over it. Just seen those massive cliff faces, which I'm parked to right now on the drone. And I sussed out the granites, which we're heading to next. I literally just spoke to the fisheries then. There was a shark sighting there about 3 days ago, so I definitely won't be dipping my toes in the water there. And then heading around to the southern part, there's a beach there, your Birdie Beach, something like that. We're going to get to it later, I'll explain it to you there. A mate has said to me that good fishing there for flathead and whiting. Hopefully we'll get some dinner for the next couple of days. That would be shit hot. But I'm keen, I'm absolutely frothing over this, so let's just jump into it and head to the granite. Damn, I should have bought the fishing rod and the old soft plastic. This would be an absolute ripping place to have a flick, I reckon. I was at the first location looking at the high cliffs. I was flying the drone. I see there's a bit of commotion with the birds over here, so I flew it over to have a look. There's just a shit ton of birds floating around here, and they're still here. When I first got here, they flew away and come back. I didn't know whether it was sort of something going on here or not, but on the drone, I sort of got down, had a look at this section through here. It looked great on the drone. It looks even better right now. Standing over there on that rock, flicking down the guts, just jigging a soft plastic back through would be great, I reckon. There'd be plenty of fish coming back through here. And even this section here, I couldn't fish because this rock comes right down. There's a reef sort of right here, a bit of structure, there's a big rock just there. So if you've got any sort of reefy fish, they would just snap you off pretty much straight away. But it's deep as dog shit through there. It's really cool. So flicking a lure would be great. This place is shit hot. There's so many rock pools to go and explore, the crabs floating around. There's a massive, well, it's not a rock pool here because it comes through here, but there's so much fish coming through. I feel like a 13-year-old kid again, just exploring, finding things, just sort of wasting time and absolutely frothing over it. It's shit hot. But I'm not so salty I didn't have a flick here because I didn't want to get stinky in the morning and then sort of carry it through lunch in the afternoon, but it's such a beautiful location. Watch people surf the high cliffs over there. But I reckon now, I've been here about 2.5 hours, it's time to head back to the van and venture on to the next location. Otherwise, I'm just sitting there all day and back at the same campground because I've wasted I haven't wasted, but utilised the whole day in one location, which is not what it's about. So I reckon van, something to eat, and we continue venturing on. So we now venture a little bit further to Steep Point, which is where I'm sitting to right now, the furthest point. And fun fact, it's actually the first place in Australia that had the big wave competition for surfing. Pretty cool. Very shallow reef, beautiful bay here out the wind. So the beautiful little area, and behind me there is where I'm camping to. Is actually, I believe, off the Wester Way that goes back into Streaky Bay. I've turned just off and it's probably, I don't know, 10 minutes off the Wester Way. It's not very far at all. It's a $15 envelope honesty box camping in there. I'm not in the correct place we're meant to be camping to because it's quite full. There's 3 of us on top of a hill, so I'll be up early tomorrow morning and venturing off. But today I was in a bit of a meh mood. I had lunch at Smooth Pools. I thought it was very smooth because it was very, very rough. And just sort of, don't know, you had those days where you're at work, with your partner, whether you're traveling, whatever it is, you just had those days where you just, nah, who cares? And that's me today. Whether it's the weather, I woke up with full aspirations to go and explore the granites. I love that, all the rock pools and that. But I left that, it was all quite similar. It picked the wind up, and the swell was crashing. I just sat in the van, had some lunch and watched the waves crash, and I thought, you know what, I'm not feeling it today. And even now, I'm really not feeling it. I come out the van to go for a walk and sort of try and perk me up, but it's just one of those days. You have them all the time, and tomorrow morning I'll wake up full of beans and get going. So I think tonight, good food, get hydrated, watch a movie, chill out. I'll be up early. I reckon I'm going to go down to a beach and do some fishing in the morning, just to do some more chilling out and hopefully get some fish, and then it'll be shit up. But Wester Way, I recommend it. I think if you're in a caravan or just passing through to do a day trip, I don't really think that campground is worth staying there personally. It was nice, but it wasn't enough to get up and have a full day of exploration and come here. Even that, I reckon, I wish I sort of explored yesterday on the Wester Way, then come here to camp. I'm going to move on a little bit further down south, just because of that good weather, and it's so hard to capture that good weather in good locations. But tomorrow, wake up, full of perk, and get onto it. I reckon tonight's going to be a good sunset. It is clearing up, so I've got full hope for tomorrow morning, waking up, full beans, catching fish, and she'll be purring again, babe. I can't wait. But now I'm going to sit here, have some zen time, chill out, watch these waves just sort of crash over, watch the birds fly around, and I just seen some dolphins over there. I thought, you can't be unhappy traveling, watching dolphins float around. They're the bloody sea puppies of the ocean. You can't be unhappy. But I think for now, guys, I'll see you in the morning when we're catching some fish. See you then. Good morning, legends. That weather has finally arrived and my mood is cherry bloody ripe this morning. I'm going for my morning flick walk, I like to call it, with a main mission to get rid of this seaweed off my soft plastic, but to get around to that point there and just have a flick with the soft plastic. There's so much bait around and so much seaweed around, and there's some fish jumping out further I cannot bloody reach, but to try and get a flathead for dinner, to put it in my freezer. Just seaweed. And get rid of some burley. But my main thought process right now is to head on further south with this incredible weather. It's hanging around for about 5 days, which is a long time for the Eyre Peninsula, a long time for anywhere really. But I would love to do a good fishing session somewhere off the beach, off the rocks with some King George whiting, flathead, whatever it is. Just prices are so expensive at the moment at supermarkets. Just put some fish in my freezer. So that's given me the thought with this good weather to head further south and get rid of this location. It's beautiful, but it's just not what I know from the Eyre Peninsula to be incredibly beautiful. And yes, I might go further south, it might be not as good, but it's the risk you got to take for the rewards that you want sometimes. So that's my thought process right now, but I want to go for a walk, clear my head a little bit and see if that's exactly what I want to do. Oh man, how good is this? This is better than I thought it was going to be. There's 3 sort of sand dunes that I know of on the Eyre Peninsula. One's at Fowler's Bay, a long way from where we are. This one just outside of Werribee Beach, and also one's further south. This is really cool. There's one over there and one in the far background that would be, or maybe even 2 in the far background that would be double the height of where I am right now, if not more. But this is solidified that I'm going to stay in this area tonight. It's just gone to 2 o'clock now, so I think the tide's just about to change. Gonna go back, fish for a couple of hours, have a swim, and then I want to come back here for sunset and have dinner up here watching the sunset. I reckon that will really put me in a bloody good mood. So fishing, swimming, just chill out at the beach a couple of hours, hydrating, it's bloody hot right now. Then come back here and add some beautiful sand into my dinner, watch the sunset over there. Mickey Mouse, boys, Mickey Mouse. Oh, this absolutely stinks. Oh man, I might have to move further down the beach. Where all this break's coming in, all this seaweed's coming in, and every car's just getting clogged up. And it's only a tiny little break out there, but it's just enough to push the seaweed all across. So I can see back over there in the boat ramp, it's not crashing the waves though, which is probably a lot better, a bit calmer. I can walk out a bit further, but here, I mean, the water's bloody beautiful, but it's no good. All right, there we go, perfect example. Shit we don't want. Right species, wrong size. Alrighty, time to call it quits. It is 2 hours until sunset, so go back, get I reckon I'm gonna have pizza. How good, pizza on top of a bloody sand dune tonight, watching the sunset. I reckon that is dead set me happy as a pig in shit. So that is the plan now. Head back, get changed, have a shower, and get me chef hat on, I reckon. All right, food, water, drone, camera, phone, keys, and we have to run because I am so far behind time for this sunset again, but it will be worth it. My food's gonna be everywhere, but it doesn't matter. It can just be a concoction in there. Pizza concoction, as long as it's warm. Ah, keys, 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 keys. All right, let's go. Up there, that small tree is where we're going. That's gonna be dinner location. That is crazy. My footprints from earlier today are pretty much completely gone. Man, this is unbelievably beautiful. And I can actually say it's better than my expectations when I was here just after lunch. I'm so thankful for myself to come up here and pull the trigger to just slow down and appreciate what's around me. I think that's a real big message of the last couple of days, because it's been tough, honestly, the last couple of days. I'm only about 20 Ks away from the Truck to Beach camp we were 2 nights ago. Only about 5 or 6 Ks away from where I was last night. And the Western Way hasn't inspired me. And sometimes on social media, we try and portray this, it's so good, you have to come here, this is incredible. But honestly, the Western Way, it's nice. It's nothing crazy. It's definitely a quick day trip through, have a look at a few things. It's quite similar all along, and just head on to Streaky and probably keep going. I probably spent a day or 2 long here, and I can understand now that I've spent too long here, because I was in a bit of a rut of trying to find inspiration and trying to find things to do. I'm going to put a massive blame on the weather, because I'm a big person around weather, and I've seen less and done less today, but I was so much happier doing that. Just fishing off the beach, walking up here, cooking dinner, coming up here, where I was probably at better scenery before, but the weather was shit, and I was like, oh, this is disappointing. I want clear weather, I want this, I want that. Well, you don't get it. Sometimes you just don't get it, and you're just stuck in a rut and have those bit shitty days. So let me know in the comments below what you do when you have those down days. It's something that only people that travel full time really understand. It's hard to be up and about for 7 days a week. It's a lot of energy to expel. And maybe that's just what I needed the last couple of days, was to chill out and not do a lot. It's a lesson learnt, and I've definitely got my spark back to head south, which is really cool. I'm excited to see Baird's Bay. 80 to 85% of the population of sea lions lives in South Australia, and a shit ton of them live there. That's going to be absolutely dope. There's a cool camp there. And then keep heading south, plenty more fishing to do. The weather looks great, so I think I can bank this in the memory to know when it's a bit shitty, just bunker down, get some work done, watch a movie, and don't try and fight through it, just ride through it. But if you've got any advice or any help, let me know in the comments below what you do to get yourself out of that, not rut, but just, or stay in it and just embrace it. I don't know, I'd love to hear what you guys do and how you sort of use that as a coping mechanism to just punch on through. But guys, I am keen to head south. I've got some real good locations. The next trip we're doing, I still don't know where we're going or what we're doing, because it's all new territory to me. But after that, I know exactly where to go and what to do. Heaps of fishing, heaps of beautiful places just like this. And we embrace it. We embrace the small things. We come up and appreciate things just like we are right now. And that is what life and travel is really all about. But guys, it's been a pretty crappy vlog, I'm not gonna lie, but a tough vlog, and something that I'm glad I can persist and get through to showcase to you guys that it's not all sunshines and rainbows. It's sometimes cloudy with a chance of bloody meatballs. But guys, I'll see you somewhere on the Eyre Peninsula, embracing the small things and really appreciating what is around me. Take it easy. Ciao.